Hi, my name is David Sun, and today I'll be presenting on Szymborska's involvement in politics. So during Szymborska's early years, she was heavily involved with extreme left-wing politics. Her early works were heavily entrenched and praised communist ideals. Many of the political parties that she was affiliated with claimed to be parties that advocated for the common people, but used strict authoritarian means to control them. Szymborska joined the Polish United Workers' Party, founded on the principles of Marxism. The Polish United Workers' Party, or the PUWP's main objective, was to implement socialist policies into Polish society. Later in her career, she strayed away from the more socialist and communist ideals and disavowed the works that she had written in her earlier years. During the period of time following the death of Stalin, Szymborska began to think in a new way, one that differed from the version of Szymborska that wrote to praise communism. When asked about why she wrote in a way that praised communism, she stated that the biggest change for her was that she learned that she should not love mankind, but rather like people. Like but not love. She states that, "I don't love humanity, I like individuals. I try to understand people, but I cannot offer salvation to them." Following this period of revelation, she left the Workers' Party in the year 1966. Szymborska became affiliated with anti-communist liberalism. Since her break with Stalinism in the 1950s, Szymborska's work is no longer influenced by ideology, but rather her reliance on her own observations to examine individual topics. In an interview with the LA Times, she was questioned about the impact of the Solidarity movement on her work as a poet. The Solidarity movement was an anti-communist movement during the 1980s that delegitimized the government and started Poland on the road to democracy. She stated that, although it may have had an impact on her as a person and a citizen, it didn't affect her work since she had already begun to change during the 1950s. Over time, Szymborska's politics have impacted, changed, and have been reflected in her work to varying degrees. By the end of her life, Szymborska's experience as a poet continues to breathe in her poems.